Is this thing on? Now we're talking. Okay, I was talking and you couldn't even hear me. What about this one? This one should be okay. So on TikTok, I think it's okay. Because there I can see it moving. It is my road. Okay, but on OBS it was not really working. So sorry about that. Now it should be working. So welcome again. After 15 minutes of streaming, welcome again to the stream, everybody, on all of the other platforms except TikTok. My apologies, my microphone was not working, and I just have to check here. This should be okay. This should be okay. Properties, yeah. Okay. Can I remove this one? That's better. That's better. Okay. Yeah, you know, that's what happens when you're going live. Where is my chat now? Oh, here it is. Bueno, welcome everybody. Let's start again. For people that are watching on other platforms beside TikTok, welcome again. My name is Stefan de Vreese. I'm the founder of Titanify, and we help businesses streamline, automate their processes using AI, or using actually basically anything that we can use to streamline and to automate their business processes so they can be more productive, so they can actually focus on what they should be focusing on, right? The stuff that they love to do. It's Friday noon. It's Friday, last day of the week, last working day for a lot of people. It is noon. We're trying out a different time slot here for our lives, for our live stream, because why not? You know, I just want to make sure that we're reaching as many people as we can with this, and let's see what happens, right? So I don't know how much you have missed. I guess a lot for people that are joining through one of the other platforms. Let's see here, through Twitch, for example, or through any of the other tools. But we are going to build sales acceleration solutions, right? We're going to help accelerate sales teams. We're going to help accelerate the sales process in a way that team members, that sales team members, salespeople can be more productive, can spend more time on actually talking to prospects, to ideal customers, instead of having to do a lot of admin work, having to do a lot of manual work and so on to get to the right kind of leads. And I'm going to use Dynamics 365 for that, because as I explained before, using Pipedrive, using HubSpot, using any of the other CRM tools out there, while it's a viable option for a lot of people, I think not a lot of people know what is in Dynamics 365 for sales. And that's what I want to show. That's what I want to help you understand, help you discover what is all in there. And if you can just see on my screen here while I'm going into the Sales Hub, this is our environment. This is our CRM that we're actively setting up here. We've been setting it up for a couple of weeks now while we're transitioning into this new CRM. And just give me a second, because Mailman is there and I'll probably have to open up. So 1 second, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. That's why. This cat destroying everything. Okay, there we are. All right, so Dynamics 365 for sales. I'm going to go into my loop because I'm preparing, as you can see here, I've been preparing some stuff to build a video, to create a video, especially around Dynamics 365 for sales. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you what is in my plan. So I'm going to do a comparison with Pipedrive, and I'm going to do a lot of videos, but one of them, where did I put it? Now I forgot. Oh no, I think, oh yeah, I put it in Teams. Okay. Let's go to Teams. I put it in here. Yeah. Actually, I was also making it in loop. I don't know where it is now. Ah, here, this is the one, So how to build a new lead gen process? Well, actually, so yeah, let's talk about that. How to actually build a new lead gen process. So the thing is that if you get Dynamics 365 for sales, you, like I said, you get the house. As you can see, this is out of the box. I haven't changed that much about it yet. It helps you. So this comes with a predefined sales process. As you can see, like it has the stages: qualify, develop, propose, close, and so on. So the lead to opportunity sales process. It comes with the fields. There's a lot of fields in here. So it contains a lot. Look, if you just do the basics in terms of lead generation, in terms of sales, this is already a lot. I'm pretty sure for many businesses, like that's what they say as well. When Microsoft builds something, they use the 80-20 rule. So they try to build as much as they can. Let's say 20% of the solution, but that's already good for 80% of the people, if that makes sense. So that is the principle that they use. So also with this, they've created the house so that at least 80% of the people can already start using it, but it only contains or it contains enough to get started, right? It contains the basics, and if people don't want to do any customizations, they already can get started, right? So, but if you want to go more specific, if you want to go more customized, then you can, and then you have to go deeper into this. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go deeper into this because while this might be enough for a lot of people, for me it's not. Because something that I want to do, something that I have been doing a lot for my own businesses and in the past few years, is building partnerships. And building partnerships is very important. And we're also helping customers to set up these kind of processes to help them follow up with their partners or to create partnerships so they can develop their business. So that's what I said before. Like, it's not just about sales acceleration, it's business development acceleration that we're trying to do here. So that being said, one of the processes that I love to use is about partnership creation. It's like, okay, instead of just new lead gen to get new customers, let's call it, it's not so much a new lead gen process, it's more about a new business development process, right? So it's business development process. Why? That's what I explained. So it's more than just about leads to sales. It's about partnerships as well. Partners, if you start looking and researching for partners, they are leads as well in the beginning because they're not qualified. You don't even know these people in many cases. And then you have to qualify, you have to do research, you have to see if they're a good fit for your business, if they would be a good fit for being a partner or not. And that kind of process, we have to put that somewhere, because if you're starting conversations with partners, how do you follow up with them? How do you know in which stage they are at? How do you know what you have missed and so on? And this is a process that is custom. You need to build that. And honestly, you need to build that in any tool. You don't have that in Pipedrive. You don't have that in HubSpot or anything like that. You need to build that. And then the question is the choice of tool, right? The choice of where should we build that, basically, in which tool. And then for me, it's better to build that within Dynamics 365 than building it with Pipedrive or building it. If I'm thinking about Pipedrive, and yes, you can have different pipelines, I guess. And this is similar as what we're trying to do here. But if I'm doing anything for me, for my business, I would rather do it in the Microsoft ecosystem, because everything that is available in the Microsoft ecosystem in terms of data security, data governance, device security, endpoint management, and so on. So I'm talking about Intune, talking about Purview. All of these tools are available in the Microsoft ecosystem, and they can be attached, integrated with this easily, because it's inside the ecosystem. Connecting this with Office 365, Microsoft 365 also makes a lot of sense because we're already using it. So it's the convenience, I guess. It's the convenience of staying within the same ecosystem without having to toy around with a lot of integrations, a lot of APIs, building your own custom connectors or whatever to do what you want to do. Building something like this in this ecosystem makes a lot of sense for me in my current business. And I'm pretty sure if people see this, how to do this and what you can do, and this will also be very much interesting for your business. I'm assuming, but I think it holds up. So the video also that I'm going to produce is so how to build it, right? But I'm going to show it to you right here live, so you know what's happening here. I'm just checking here. So if you have anything to share with us, just put it in the chat. I'm always very curious about this. And it's a bit quiet actually on TikTok. Just checking here if this is going through. Because normally there's a lot of people that are joining through TikTok. I'm not sure why it's not happening now. Let's see if it actually shows up on my phone. TikTok. I posted a video recently on TikTok and it looks like they almost shadow banned me for some reason. Don't ask me why. But I'm not showing up as live, so I'm not sure what's happening here. That's weird. Wait, I'll just go offline and online again. Just give me a sec here. Okay, let's try again. So I'm gonna go live here. Go live. So I have this. Can I choose something else here? Maybe I need to check. Do it yourself. No, learn. Maybe that. Sales acceleration with AI. Accelerating your sales. With AI. Let's use that one. The rest is okay. 18 years and older. No. Go live. Let's check here. Bueno, we are live now again on TikTok. So just to check here. Come on. This tool is amazingly annoying on the second screen. Okay, so there we go. We are live on TikTok again. I'm just checking here if everything is okay. So people see what I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to build a new business development process in Dynamics 365. So in the 365 for sales, because I love that tool right now and that's what I want to do. So hi everybody, welcome to the stream. I am going to build a new sales development process in Dynamics 365 for sales and also using AI for that. That's what I'm going to do as well. So you can see here, this is Dynamics 365 for sales. This is the tool that Microsoft gives you if you have a license for it. So, and I explained this before, it's like Microsoft giving you the full house with all of the furniture, with all of the houses painted, you know, with a backyard, everything that you need to have a good sales team, to have a good sales process. You can use it from the get-go. But what I want to do is actually paint it in a different color, add some new furniture, because I want to develop a new sales process in this tool. That's what I want to do. So welcome everybody on TikTok joining me right now. If you want to stick around and see how we're doing this, feel free to do so. If you have anything to ask us, just put it in chat. I'm always happy to give any explanations about what we're doing here. But basically, if you're using a CRM or if you're thinking about using a CRM in your business, this is the place to be if you want to discover how we're doing stuff, how we're building something new here. Because if you have this as a license, you could build this on your own, as I explained before. Within the Power Platform, you could build your own app. You can build your own new solution. And if you have your solution, you can build your own app. And yes, you don't really need the license to Dynamics 365 for sales if you don't want to. You can just build it yourself, but that's going to take a while, right? And I'm sure that many of you that have a business have better things to do than just creating your own apps. But also just to show that how this works, right? How what you can do with this, because it's built on top of a very solid foundation. Everything that you see here in terms of Dynamics is built on this solid Power Platform foundation with the Dataverse. And here I can add apps, okay? So I can build new apps, and if I can, here, model-driven app. That's basically the Sales Hub. This one is a model-driven app, because the more that you go into the customization of this one right here, the more that you can see it's actually an app. Because if I go here, if I click here, you can see published apps. And one of the apps is Sales Hub. And I can customize this one. I can go open in App Designer. And then I can see the full app, and it opens in Power Apps. So it is super clear here that this is built using the Power Platform, which makes it very powerful in terms of customization, because now, since this is an app with pages and I can change everything, I can change every single piece of this. And that's why it's so powerful. Now, the thing that comes with the license, actually, because you would think, and this was my thought as well when I saw this, I would think like, okay, but why do I need a license then? Why do I need a license to use Sales Hub if I can just create it myself? It's just, this is just a sales, or this is just a Power app. Well, the licensing comes with specific tables, out-of-the-box tables in the Dataverse, out-of-the-box automations, sequences, and so on that you otherwise wouldn't get. You can't get these things without a license. That is why Microsoft wants you to buy a license. But you don't have to. If you don't want to, you can build something like this by yourself. Because all of the features in here, from views, tables, information, even the business processes, that's what you see here, like lead to opportunity sales process, you can customize that. And I'm going to show you how you can customize that, because that is what I want to do with this. I have a license because I want to have the house already. I don't want to be bothered with spending hours and hours and hours and hours of time just to come up with these out-of-the-box features and sequences and whatnot. But since I have the house now I can actually build on top of that. And that's where really the power comes into play. That's where I think businesses should look at really when they are thinking about building a CRM. They should think about building it through Dynamics 365 for sales. Not anything else. Not Pipedrive, not HubSpot, not Brevo or anything else. These tools, while they are easy to use, have a easy to use user interface and so on, they are not as customizable as this. Hey Yasmina, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll talk to you later as well. So yeah, that's why I love using this one. So what do I want to actually build now? So I want to build a new business development process in Dynamics 365 for sales, because I also have a process in my business to generate new partnerships. Partnerships are key, are crucial in your own business development. You have to have partners that ideally have an audience. They have an audience that you can tap into to generate more business. That's why we need partners, because doing it by ourselves, you could do it, but at the same time, it's going to take a lot of time, right? So creating partnerships is very crucial. So how do you start with this? Well, as I mentioned, I have a license with Dynamics 365 for sales. I would definitely start with that. But then because then you have the solid foundations, right? Then you can use a custom solution for custom configuration. So to do that, as you have seen, it's best to create a new solution within the Power Platform, because then you can really contain your customizations in that kind of solution, and it's very clear that that's where the customizations happen. I wouldn't recommend doing it immediately on the default solutions and so on. This is, yeah, better not to do it like that, because what if something happens in the default solution and you don't want to create conflicts and so on with what you have been doing in your customization. So it's always advised to create a new solution. So to do that, you just go to the Power Apps platform, you go to Solutions. So I'll just show this. So here, if you go to Power Apps, so the Power Apps platform, so make.powerapps.com, you go to Solutions, and here you can create a new solution. You can't see it, you can't see everything on TikTok, unfortunately, but if you go to YouTube, you can see what I'm doing in more detail, full screen right there. So we can create that new solution. So I already went and created a new solution here, so you can see it's sales configuration, I call it. And now what is possible here is that you can add objects into your solution that are coming from the default solution. So you can add existing. And adding existing just means that you're adding a reference to these objects. You're not copying anything, because I can bring in the lead table in here. This is not a copy. This is the actual lead table. This is a reference to the lead table. Now in here, I can add a new column, right? And this column is getting added to the table, basically. I do this through the solution, so if I change anything, then it's changed through this solution. So the records and so on shows that it has been customized through this solution and nowhere else. So that's why it's important. So I've been adding some tables in here. I've been adding some processes in here as well, because this is what I need to do as well. Out of the box, if you look at the business processes that are in the Sales Hub, it comes with something as let's just open a lead here. Not sure why it's not showing up now. Where did they go? I did not filter apply against. Wait, where is? That's weird. Open leads. Okay, that's weird. So I have leads in here. So what you see here is lead opportunity sales process on top here, the thing in blue. This is a business process within the Power Platform. This is out of the box. So you have the stages, you have qualify, you have develop, and so on and so on and so on. So this is out of the box. This is especially useful if it's about pure sales, lead generation, and going from a lead towards an opportunity. Perfect, right? And all the automations that are behind this is coming to you like this is out of the box. If I hit qualify here, you can see it creates a new opportunity with an account or a contact using information from this lead. That is default behavior, right? That is coming out of the box. Now, what I want to do, I cannot use this. If I identify a potential partner in my business, I want to store this somewhere in here. Like if you see at what are the options, just going to make it a little bit bigger here. If you see at the options on the left hand side, I have leads, opportunities, competitors, have the collateral here. So you can see there's already a lot in here, but the thing that you don't see is, okay, where do I store potential partners? Are they leads? I guess they are, right? Unless, as long as they're not partners, they are leads, right? So what do you do? How do you store this? That was my thought process at the beginning, like, okay, but I cannot use this for partners. I want to have a list of potential partners that I can follow up with easily without wasting a lot of time. And I also need a specific sales process, maybe the wrong word, partner process, business process, that's the right word. I need a business process that caters towards my way of getting new partners. And the way to get new partners, the process from that is actually coming from my business coach, Robin Wade, who has developed a 5-step process to get into a partnership with your Dream 100 list. With somebody from your Dream 100 list. I don't know if you know the concept about the Dream 100. This is coming from Russell Brunson, I think, or even before that. Anyway, whoever invented this is a genius, because the Dream 100 talks about you create a list of 100 people that you would want to do business with, or that you want to partner up with, and they can be big names, right? They can be big names. They can be, if you want, you can put the CEO of Microsoft on there as potential partner. The idea is that's why it's called Dream 100. It's your dream, it's your ideal. In an ideal world, if you dream about it, that's who you would want to be connected with. So that concept, I want to create a list of that. I want to create a list of those Dream 100 partners that I want to connect with. Now, in here, there is no concept of that. So you have to build that kind of concept within Dynamics 365. So that's what I'm doing here, because it is a very, very important process within your business. You can say whatever you want, but partnerships are key for any business. So how do we do that? So using the process that Robin Wade, my business coach, has developed, a 5-step process, I'm actually going to build that new business development process in Dynamics 365 for sales. That's what I'm going to do. And to do so, I need a couple of things. I need that kind of custom solution. And I just need to add the pieces that I need, like some custom fields. I don't want to build new tables. That's going to be too much. So what I will do is I will add segments instead of a table. I don't want to add a table partners right now. I don't want to do that. I want to use the out-of-the-box tables right now to implement what I want, right? So that's why I came up with the solution of using a custom solution, custom fields, a custom segment, and custom views, plus custom sequences. That's how and a custom business process as well, right? That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been creating. So I'll just run you through it, and I'm going to make a video about it as well. But this is perfect for me to just put my thoughts on video, sharing it with you, and seeing if it makes sense. So the first thing, if you think about it, the first thing is we want to be able to add new people into our list, our leads list, because they are not contacts yet, they are not accounts yet, they are not actual partners yet, or customers or whatever. So they stay leads until they become actual partners. So we start with leads. When I was thinking, if we're looking at the leads list, so here I want to see basically a list of my Dream 100. So what did I do? I created this view. I created a view, my Dream 100 partners partner leads, basically. That's what I did. Now, how do you do that? That's where you go back to your custom solutions. You go back to your custom solutions, and that's where you build it. So if you go to your custom solution, what I did is I added an existing table. Yeah, because it's the view comes from the table. So if I go to the lead table, what I'll get there is I will have the option to look at the views. And here you can see these are not all of the views. These are the views that either I created or they are existing views, like this one. And this one, when we were looking at that view, there was something wrong with it because it wasn't, now it is. Okay. So this is the default view with all of the leads that we have added to this. So yeah, that's this view. So what I did, I just made a copy of this. So you can basically go into the view, then you can say save as. Save as, and I just copied the view. Why do I do that? Just to make sure that we can start from an already working well view, from a view that is decent. So then I created this one, so I just saved as. And once you are in the view, you can set your filters. You have all the tables, so you have all the columns, sorry. You have the related columns as well. And then I was thinking, okay, how can I create a view with just my partners, partner leads? So somehow I have to identify people that they are partner leads. So how do I do that? I could either create a custom field with a choice to say like, okay, this is a lead or a customer lead, a partner lead, whatever. I didn't want to do that because then it restricts me too much, I think. I don't know. I didn't want to do that because there are other ways to do that. I just want to have a specific list. I just want to add people to a specific list, like this list. It's not a list, it's a view, but you get the point. So what is available here? The thing that is available here is, for instance, marketing lists. Marketing list is available, but when I was looking at how to filter, I couldn't really filter. I'm just going to check again just to make sure that I'm not saying anything wrong here. So if you're looking at the filters here for your view, I was looking at maybe a related table. Maybe this could be something if I can look for marketing lists. Many to many here. Okay, I could actually do it. I could do it through marketing list and saying, okay, marketing list, the ID, the name equals, and then the name of the marketing list. So okay, I could do that, but I chose to do it differently. I chose to use segments. And from how I thought about it, like segments make sense because you want to segment your leads based on specific criteria. Could be based on industry, right? Could be based on a lot of things. And that's why I use this, because here I can create a segment called B2B SaaS Potential Partners. I can create segments. And a segment, and I have to check actually, but a segment, for sure, you can dynamically add new leads to it based on criteria. So that's an easy way to, if you just add leads, for example, to your system, and you add a specific field, a specific value in the field, that it automatically gets added to the segment. Segments are a little bit hidden, while you have marketing lists here, pretty easy. The way to find segments is a little bit hidden. Let me just show you on the menu here. So if you want to find the segments, you go to Sales Insights actually. And you go to Work Assignment. Don't ask me why it's called like that. But within Work Assignments, you can have segments. So you have the record types, and then you can create new segments. And here I created a segment. And a good thing about segments is as well that you can connect it to sequences. I'll show you in a bit what that means. So you have the segment definition. So here, what I did is I say like everybody that has B2B SaaS as industry has to come in here. Now, it's a bit tricky here. I guess maybe eventually I will need a specific field to annotate that these are partners and potential partners, not potential customers. Because if I just use that and I have a lead, B2B SaaS, potential customer, they would get into the potential partners segment, which I do not want. They should become into the segment of potential customers. If that makes sense, right? I just want to segment the leads. That makes sense. Not just putting them in a marketing list. Because a marketing list, if you think about it, it could also be to send out marketing emails, newsletters to anybody related to B2B SaaS. Partners or customers, doesn't matter. So the functionality of marketing lists is a bit different. Hey Bobby, screen sharing is mirrored. Oh really? Wait, good to know. This is always an issue. I don't know if it's OBS or if it's, wait, let me just check here. It has done that in the past as well, but I'm not sure whose fault this is. Flip horizontal. I think it's actually TikTok, because on OBS it looks fine. So let me check here. Yeah, so I did that now on. Oh yeah, I think it's. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Look, it shows fine on TikTok now, but it looks inversed on OBS. So somehow TikTok inverses the whole video. So I'll need to check why that is. Wait, let me check again. So if I just do a flip here, flip horizontal. Now this is wrong here. And then let's check if I can change this one. Rotate, no. Setting. Flip. Yeah, there we go. Apply. I have no idea why TikTok is doing that. Thank you, Bobby, for letting me know. Oh my God, I would otherwise just be streaming again. And I did that before a whole stream where it was like inversed and I couldn't use any of that footage to make clips. So that was really annoying. Anyway, thank you, Bobby, for letting me know and for being on the stream as well. Happy to see you here. How have you been? Hey, Saskia Menendez on LinkedIn. Welcome to the stream as well. Sorry that I just saw your comment right now. I always look at this screen in front of me, so I'm not always looking at this side. So welcome Saskia to the stream. Happy to have you here. Hope you enjoy what we're doing here. Let me know if you have any questions about the stuff here. And Bobby, yeah, how are you doing, man? Very busy. Scroll for 2 minutes and seen you. So I stopped your doom scrolling. How do you say that? Yeah. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, Bobby. Have a great rest of the day. Like I told you, right? I'm trying to use a different time slot to see if I can get to more people. So I'll keep experimenting with this for sure as well. Good. Okay. So they should do it right now on TikTok as well. Let's just one more. Yeah, looks okay now. One thing that I do want to do is just hide that. Okay. So here we are. I was saying, yeah, it's a good time for lunch. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. But probably I'll have to start earlier, like at 11:30 or something, like across noon, 11:30 until now, about 2 hours or something like that, might be ideal. So I'm just going to go a little bit more now, and then we'll do it again next week somewhere across noon. But yeah, I think it makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, what was I doing? So I was talking about segments. I was talking about building segments. So anybody that I add as a lead, a potential lead for partnerships, is getting added automatically to the segment. Yes. And also the good thing about segments, and I have to check if you can do this with marketing list as well, but really the good thing about this one, so that you have the assignment rules. This is for sellers. I don't need that because it's just me. But this one, attached sequences. So you can attach sequences to segments so that if somebody comes into the segment, they are also automatically added to the sequence. Now, what is a sequence, you might ask? Well, that's a good question. A sequence is, how do you explain this? It's, yeah, basically this. It's a timed sequence of activities to optimize the sales cadence for your team. That's it. So it's, so basically the sequence is a bunch of activities, timed activities, that helps your sales team to identify what to do next with these leads or customers or whatever. Doesn't really matter. The sequences can be attached to anything, any table, but it helps your sales team to follow a specific process that makes sense, that they can follow, that they can be reminded about. It also sends, by the way, automated emails. So it's also a little bit of a mix of email marketing with sales process, with just normal activities. So yeah. Hey Anna, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, my French is not the best, so I understand what you're saying, but feel free to follow us if you want to become our friends, or if you want to follow what we're doing, feel free to hit the follow button on our profile. And yeah, happy to have you into the community as well. Who else do we have here? Hey, Luik on the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show. Happy to have you here. Let us know where you're watching from, who you are, what is the interest into the stream, and what, or if you have any questions about this, let me know as well. So this is the sequence that I have been building for potential partners. Now, the sequences are something new. At least that's what I'm, look, I have been new to Dynamics 365. So for all I know, this has been in there for many, many years now, but it looks pretty new. And also when I'm trying to adjust this, they ask for feedback, how it is and so on. So I'm pretty sure this is new functionality, within Dynamics 365, but it looks cool because you can do stuff like this. You can really add all of these activities, and some of them are manual, like complete the research. It's just a reminder for your sales team to do this. You have even the analytics, if it's been done or not, and so on. You have the wait actions. And in here, I don't think, what is this one? Thank them. Yeah, this is just normal. This is all manual stuff. So I didn't put any automated emails in here because this is to get a partner, right? If you start sending them automated emails without them knowing you, even if you do connect with them, I don't think it makes a lot of sense to do that. So this is just for myself at this stage to remind myself, what have I done already? What do I still need to do? And to identify the steps in our process to make sure we're not forgetting anything. Right? I think that is very important. Because in many cases we're busy, right? We're busy people. We're trying to build our business. We're trying to deliver for our customers. We're not always on top of things in terms of sales or business development. So something like this really helps us out to make sure we're not forgetting anything. Because then we have all of our potential partners. We can see in which stage they are in the sequence, and we can take action. And that's great, right? So again, this sequence is connected to a segment. So whenever somebody enters this segment, they get entered into the sequence. And then if you go back to here, so I showed you that I have a new view. So this is the view. I have added a person here because I added this person to the industry B2B SaaS. So they get added automatically into the segment. They get automatically entered into the sequence. And here you can see up next all of this. This is from the sequence, right? I don't have to remind myself. I don't have to set this up manually for each of them again and again and again. If I know this is the process, then let's just follow the process. And look here as well. On top, you can see the 5-step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 step, 6 step. So here you can see the steps that we created as a specific business process. So the lead to partner process, as I call it, we got this from Robin Wade, our business coach, who has developed this amazingly good business process to get in front of the right people, to get the partnerships that we want. So here, not just the sequence that we can follow that contain the steps that we should do, but also we can see in which stage they're at. Because if they're in the stage connected, if we actually have connected with them, this might trigger another sequence. If we have showed up on one of their events, if we have added value, blah, blah, blah. So all of these steps can contain several sub-steps or specific sequences. Maybe it contains an automatic email. You don't know. You can connect even flows to this. Power Automate flows to this. That can do anything if you want. So the possibilities are endless with this. That is so great about this tool. That is so great about Dynamics 365 and the fact that you can basically customize anything in here, right? So I added the view. So you've seen the view. So let's go back here. So the view that I created is My Dream 100 Partner Leads. So how did I do that again? I created this one, this view here in the customizations in the solution. And I went to add this filter, which means segment ID equals the specific segment that I added as well. So now I finally have an easy overview of all of my partner leads, and I can follow up with them. I also have the focus view if I want to, that immediately shows me more about the lead in this list without having to open it, click and open and back and whatever. So this is possible. So that's what I did. I also added the custom, an option actually, because I had to add the option within industry. So therefore I had to go to tables, the lead table, then I had to go to columns. And here I've added the column industry. And then in this column, I can add a new choice, which is B2B SaaS. One thing I find a little bit odd here, in the way that they set it up, you can connect this choice field with a global choice. It's set to no, which means that this choice field is local in this table. So anywhere else in the Dataverse, in other tables, like in the contact table or in the opportunity table, if we have a field industry, we have the same choice field, but this change will not be reflected there because this is a local choice field. So that's a bit unfortunate to have it like that. Anyway, so I added an option here so I can select that. So I can go here into the details and I can select the industry. And then I have my two custom options here that I added, right? And the moment, I'm not kidding, the moment that I select B2B SaaS, they are added to the segment and they show up here. So just to give you an example, so if I go to, so go back to leads, I open up, so my open leads is the default view. Let's say I want to add Johan to this, and I go to details, and go to industry, and I set it as B2B SaaS. That's all I did, right? If I now look at my view, it will show up in the view. It should show up in the view. Why not? Can I refresh this? It should be added to the sequence. Wait. No. My bad. Okay, I still have to save what I have changed. Okay. I thought it was saved automatically, but it's not. So that's my bad. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, I'm just doing this while you're watching this, so yeah, it's not saved. That's why. B2B SaaS, I would love to have an autosave option actually. So Microsoft, if you're viewing this, if you're listening to this, just add an autosave. Why not, you know? But I guess it makes sense because if you save this, it triggers a lot of things. Maybe that's not always the thing that we want. But now if I go to here, it should show up. It's still not. Why not? I saved it. It should be added to this. Now we go. Here we go. So there we go. Now it's added to the segment. And now we will also see that this one will show up here. It's the sequence. Yeah. This is a weird one. Was it already added to it? Wait, let me check with somebody else. Wait. Suggestions. No, I don't want suggestions. This is something new. This is actually coming from AI, from Copilot, that it generated suggestions. Like you can see here, it generated a suggestion here for this field. Now, at some point this might be useful, but it should not suggest to enter a score, to enter data that is coming from actually another lead. And I had this with email as well. At some point it was suggesting to enter an email for this person a completely different email from a completely different lead, that's not, I mean, not the best. So I do like this. I say, no, this is not good. This is not good. You can contact me, but this suggestion, stop generating data suggestions from other leads. That's silly. Don't do that. The option, I mean, the functionality itself, I think it might work well if it would suggest information data that is coming from maybe their LinkedIn profile or from emails that they have sent or whatever, but not suggesting data that is coming from somewhere else or another lead. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, so let me go back to, and don't show this again, I don't want it. My open leads. I want to get one. I'll use you, Bobby. I don't know if you're still watching, but I'll just use you. So here you can see scorecard B2B SaaS sales quiz. So Bobby is already in this one. I'm curious if I change this now to B2B SaaS. So you will be added to this segment. So I go to this view, I'll refresh. I don't know how long it takes. There we go. Now, which sequence? Yeah, so you've been added to the new sequence. Yeah, this is correct. So due by 1:39 p.m. So it's due immediately, right? LinkedIn research. I'm going to mark this as complete because I already know Bobby. And find intro with the person, I'm already connected. So here you can see lead to opportunities sales process. This is not the right process. So it's not because we added him to a segment that it already contains the correct business process. This is something actually maybe we can automate as well, that we can connect it to the right business process, but we need to change this. So here on top, we can change that. We can switch process and we can select lead to partner process. There we go. All the rest stays the same. What we can do now, so to switch to another phase, we have to make sure that at least this data is being entered. So this is okay. So I can where is the option to go to the next phase? Inactive email. Probably I haven't set it up well because there is no option here to go to the next stage. Process. No. Oh. Okay, something to figure out. Probably off stream because I'm at the end of this stream today. It's going to be a short one just to experiment a lot, you know. But you know what I'm getting to, right? If you're watching this, if you're following, I'm going to create a video about this. Hey, Justin, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. If you have any questions about this, feel free to ask. I'm going to create a video about this, how to do this, so you can follow along. And anything that I hit in terms of roadblocks, you can see that as well. And so you can set it up for yourself. Look, this is really to help you out, to set it up for yourself, so you can see also the possibilities of this tool. So it's not, don't think anymore. I think that's also big message here. Don't think about Dynamics 365 anymore as only enterprise. I don't think that's valid anymore. I really don't think that's valid anymore. Dynamics 365 for sales. So as you can see it here, this can be used by small to medium-sized businesses. And small, I mean, I'm a small business. I'm on my own and I have a team member that is freelance. So we're with 2 people, that's it. But I still love to use this, of course, for myself because I'm just a nerd and I love to build this, but also because I think it's really valuable, especially if you can do stuff like that, lead to partner process, why not? This is not something you can do with other tools without having to customize them as well. But the customization that you have on other tools like Pipedrive and so on, it's not sufficient. You cannot do something like the segmentation like I did, the sequences like you see here, the automations, the stages, the combination of those things, the combination of customizations of business processes, segmentation, sequences, marketing lists, all of these other pieces that are coming together very nicely integrated with each other. You don't have that with other tools. Maybe you have that with HubSpot, I'm not sure. But what I do know with HubSpot, if you want to go beyond the normal stuff, you have to pay immensely a lot of money. This right here is the enterprise license for sales. And it cost me what? I think 100 per month for one person. And I can do all of this. So there is no restriction anymore. There is no restriction in terms of amount of people, amount of leads, amount of deals, amount of customizations, amount of automations, no restrictions. You get it all. You can see all the things that I can do here. It's all in here. And I can customize endlessly in the same license. I mean, that's a no-brainer for me. Because maybe in the beginning you don't need all of that, but as you evolve as a business, the more complex your processes get, you want to be able, still be able to automate, to streamline, to capture this data. Capturing the data so you can use the data, so you can use AI on the data that you are capturing so you can produce better processes again. So it's like a vicious cycle of continuous improvement if you're able to do this. That's why I think Dynamics 365 for sales is super valid. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it to that for now. I want to thank everybody for being here, even as short as it was. And with the issues in the beginning and the flipped screen and so on, thank you still for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Justin, for staying with me as well on TikTok. Thank you, Saskia, on LinkedIn for the comment. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have learned something. You have gotten any type of value from this. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you want to see anything else. If you have any other questions, I'm always here to help you out. And we will be back one of the next days to do another stream. Who knows which time slot? I'm still experimenting, but I think this kind of time slot around noon might be a winner in the next few weeks. We will see. So I hope to see you again there. Have a nice rest of your day. Have a nice weekend. Thank you so much and bye-bye.